So today's special? ASMR with watches. Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch and welcome to another show. I'm not gonna talk like this the whole time, don't worry about that. Today we have a very special show for you, something we've never done before. We're gonna listen closely to a few watches today. So first of all, I want to say that this video is inspired by my friend Tom from the Singapore Watch Club. I'm going to link his video down in the description, so please go check it out. It's a really fun one as well. Today's topic is ASMR. These videos are very popular on YouTube. I have no idea why. I found them usually very creepy, to be honest, but I thought to do one on watches. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. It's basically, so to speak, a brain massage. So when you listen to the rain falling or something shushing in the background, it tends to calm you down. So today we're gonna listen to how a bracelet sounds when you open it and close it, the winding crown, the balance wheel. I brought a special chronograph today as well for the show, so let's do this. So in real ASMR fashion, let's now maybe check out how the stroking of the leather sounds. But like I said, this will not be a typical ASMR video. We're gonna focus more on the mechanics and the ticking of the watches. So, we have a vintage watch here. It's a Quartz from the 1920s. And let's check out how the winding crown sounds. Let's now also look at the pocket watch I brought here, how that sounds when I wind it. You can hear the sound is a bit more metallic. This is actually a quarter repeater, to which we'll come a bit later, so maybe the gold case resonates a bit differently. So let's now listen to the Habring watch. It's a modern timepiece, and I'm sure the sound will be completely different, and I assume more smooth. Very smooth, really like this one. While we're on the Habring watch, let's now listen to the deadbeat second mechanism. As you see, the seconds hand jumps every second, which beats at 1 Hertz. So in this case, you can hear the deadbeat seconds going, plus the balance wheel because it's so loud. Let's compare this now to a quartz watch. If you ever wondered how many hertz a quartz watch has, it's 32,768 hertz to be exact. So let's listen to my Mondaine watch now. So in this instance, you basically see that if you have a mechanical watch like the Habring before, and it has a ticking seconds hand like the quartz watch has here, you'll see that it's not always a battery-powered movement behind it. Let's now listen to the sound a bezel makes. So for that, I brought two watches. One is my Tudor Black Bay GMT, which I have in my hands right now, and the second one will be the Rolex Submariner, or as you might know it, the Hulk. So let's listen to the bezel now. And because it's a bidirectional bezel, let's turn it the other way. The rotation is a bit harder in comparison to the Rolex, so let's check that out now. The sound of the Rolex bezel is much louder and a bit more smooth, and also operating it feels a bit better. Let's now listen to the date jump. For that we have to unscrew the crown first. We put it to the first position, and let's go. Very cool. Let's now compare this again to the Tudor. The Tudor also has a screw-down crown, so let's take care of this now. Again, put it to first position. With the Tudor, actually, the hour hand also jumps. I would say the Tudor's day jump is louder and the Rolex is a bit more smooth in comparison. Let me know in the comment section what do you think. In good ASMR fashion, let's now open and close the clasp as well. I really like the sound of this metal clicking, and you know that your watch is set and will not fall off your wrist. Let's now compare this to the Rolex again, just we have, two watches. You know when you buy a new watch and you sometimes hear the automatic winding rotor moving around on your wrist, and you wonder what the hell is that? It's my System51 from Swatch, and it has a very loud winding rotor. Let's listen to it now. It's a very loud watch, and almost if you wouldn't know watches that much, you would think that something's broken inside and just moving around the movement there. But it's a cool watch for I think 150 bucks that I paid back in the day. Great piece to own for sure. What I also brought here is the Zenith Defy 21 Ultraviolet model. We also reviewed this watch on the channel before, so check it out in the description. It's actually a very beautiful watch and I really like it. The rotor is also beautiful. In-house made by Zenith in the shape of this gorgeous star they have. It's super loud as well, but on the wrist you don't notice it that much. Very cool. This rotor actually is very efficient and it needs to be, because the movement of this watch is incredible. While we have a beautiful El Primero movement on the show, I also want to compare the 5 Hz versus a 4 Hz watch. So now I'm going to put the El Primero, where the balance wheel is here at 7 o'clock, to the microphone. So when we compare the El Primero, which has 36,000 vibrations per hour, with a 100-year-old pocket watch, you'll clearly hear the difference. And also, you can imagine the improvement in mechanics they made in the watchmaking industry. So I really appreciate and I really like the sound of an old balance wheel. And also I like a slower paced movement like this one compared to the El Primero. And while we have this beautiful pocket watch here in open, let's now listen to the quarter repeater. As you might have noticed, some gong and hammers. I love the sound of minute repeaters, and also this quarter repeater is just beautiful. If you think about it, it's 100 years old, the sound is just incredible. Very metallic, and I think the gold case has something to do with the sound as well. I'm gonna now push the lever on the side here, but not to the full extent, so we activate the governor. So this one now sounds almost the same as the chronograph when it's running on this watch. Listen to it now. So the chronograph balance wheel actually vibrates at 360,000 vibrations per hour, which is just incredible. And once I stop it, you'll see that also the balance wheel of the chronograph stops. Then I reset back to 0. It also had a bit of a metallic cling to it. So now we have a brief overview of the sounds our watches make. If you want to see more videos like these in the future, leave a comment down below and also like and share this video. Also, we thought about leaving you some ASMR at the end of this video, so when I stop talking, you'll have a few seconds of each watch and component, and you can really enjoy the sound of it. Thank you guys for watching. See you next week, and cue the ASMR.